Hey Sarah, have you calmed down a little bit? I'm really sorry about yesterday. I think that Mom and Dad didn't mean to make you feel bad or anything.
I don't think this is something I'm going to just calm down from.
I know. I'm sure you're still pissed off, but... Just come home, okay? Let me explain everything, okay?
I don't want to listen to any more explanations. I'm just in shock right now. I don't even want to talk to you.
Don't be like that. Come on, we're engaged, right?
I don't know. I need to think about that too.
What? You literally said yes to me last month.
But if I had gone to your parents' house before you proposed to me, I might not have said okay to it at all.
What the hell is that about? You're saying that my parents are the problem here? All this over something that may have bothered you at my parents' house. You're gonna throw out the engagement over that?
If you marry, that means that our families will become families. I don't think I can do that kind of thing, to be honest with you.
Don't be like that. As far as yesterday, my parents definitely had some faults. I want to explain everything, so just come home, okay? Besides, I'm literally apologizing right now, okay?
I don't think it's something I can just forgive you after a little bit of apologizing. Just because you apologize doesn't really change anything either. I don't even really like the attitude that you had at your parents' house yesterday either.
What are you talking about? It's really not that big of a deal, is it? Were you really that sensitive of a person? Oh, you're seriously so much work.
You're saying that I'm so much work? Do you really understand what kind of damage you all caused yesterday?
Yes, I understand. That's why I keep apologizing to you. You're getting a little annoying now. You really should start reconsidering how you think.
What? Me? I'm the one that needs to start reconsidering my thoughts. Just to be perfectly clear here, your son's fiancé comes over to say her greetings before getting married. And then your own dad throws hot tea on her? That's not normal!
I'm sorry. Dad really didn't mean anything by it either.
If he really did that without thinking that it would be something bad, then that's also pretty terrifying as well. I'm pretty scared to think about your own mum who was just standing there watching us too.
Don't talk so bad about my family, okay? You really have a bad habit of focusing on the negative things. You should really fix that, you know?
What? Are you freaking crazy? I had hot tea thrown onto me. And me complaining about that means that I'm focusing on the negative things? That's literally what I should be complaining about. I don't think that there's anything that's possibly good about that situation.
Don't think much about it, okay? Dad and Mom were just worried about me. They just wanted to protect me.
Protect you from what, moron? Not only did I have hot tea thrown at me, why the hell were you standing there laughing while I was burning?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It was just a situation I hadn't encountered before, so I just couldn't help but laugh.
I was literally burned by the tea. Did you even know about that?
Yeah, I was worried about you after I realized what was happening.
Yeah, you were. You really pretended to be worried about me, didn't you?
It wasn't pretending!
You were definitely pretending. While I was running around screaming that it was hot, you were just laughing at me the whole time. I really felt like you were the worst person on the planet.
No, I said I'm sorry. It was just a little funny.
It's not funny at all. I really thought that you were just as crazy as they were.
Oh, what are you talking about? Me too. You trying to say that my parents are insane?
Yeah, I am. I think they're certifiably insane. I didn't even mention the best part. After I ran out because I was pissed off after having hot tea thrown on me, you didn't even bother chasing me out of the house to check on me, did you? That's when I knew that this wasn't going to work out.
What do you mean not work out? You were seriously pissed off. I figured that it would be better to let you cool off for a bit, no pun intended. You didn't even come home yesterday. I was really worried, you know?
Thank you for worrying so much about me, but I have no intention of ever returning.
Huh? What about the apartment? You gonna leave even though we live together?
Yes, I'm going to pack my things and leave. You can also consider this whole engagement called off.
Wait, hang on a second. I'm sorry, I'll explain everything. Just hear me out, okay?
I don't have anything else to talk about.
I have my reasons. Mom and Dad and what they did yesterday. It was all just actually, a prank. It was a surprise.
What? A prank?
Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm also an only child, right? So my dad can't say things like, "I'm never gonna let you have my daughter." That's why he said he really wanted to try saying that this time around. I do think that he went a little too far by throwing tea on you, but that's why I couldn't help but chuckle a little bit.
Hang on a second. Wait, so you knew that would happen? That they would say crap like that to me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Mom knew about it too. But the plan was that he would yell, "I'm never gonna let you have my son!" And then we were all gonna say that it was all just a prank.
Uh-huh.
But then Dad had to get carried away by everything. He threw the hot tea on you. So I couldn't help but laugh. Mom was also trying to hold back her laughter. She just didn't say anything because she was trying not to laugh.
Are you shitting me right now?
Huh? I mean, I was goofing around a little bit yesterday, but it was funny, right? As soon as you figured out that it was a prank. You thought it was a little funny too, right? Be honest.
What are you talking about? Are you still messing with me? Do you ever stop messing around at all? I think you should stop messing around as a family. I have no intention of ever forgiving any of you.
What? I told you it was a prank! My dad and mom are both okay with us getting married too. They're super happy about it all.
I'm not going to get married to you after all this.
Why the hell not? The whole thing about I'm not gonna let you take my son is a joke. You understand the meaning of a joke, right? It was all just a prank.
To you and your family, it might just be a joke. To me, it isn't a prank or a joke at all. I already spoke to my parents too.
To your parents?
They're pretty up in arms too. They said that there's no way that they could get along with that kind of family. They're not the only ones either. We're really not going to be able to see eye to eye, ever.
Why the hell not? It's just a joke. You're seriously gonna call off the engagement over a joke like that? I feel like that's the worst prank of them all.
This is not a prank. It was the first time in my life that I've ever had tea thrown on me. And it was all basically boiling hot tea. My face was okay, but my hands are a little burned. You're seriously the worst.
Seriously? Look, I'm sorry about that. But just understand that my dad really didn't have any bad intentions. I'm sorry, okay? Let's have a fun life together. You gotta be able to joke around to have fun in life, right?
Personally, dating you at all was just a joke anyway.
What are you talking about?
I don't know why I was dating you. I don't know why I ever said yes to getting married to you. It all makes sense now.
Calm down, okay? I'll give you a little more time to calm down. Once you calm down at your parents' house, come back.
I'm not going to go back, but my parents will be going over today.
What?
They're pretty pissed off, and you're going to be paying for all of my treatment for my burns.
Oh, you're exaggerating. I'm sure it was just a tiny little burn, right?
Even if it was a little burn, you guys should be really taught a lesson of how big a mistake you all made. Your whole family is seriously a little too stupid.
What do you expect? It was the first time I ever brought over a fiancé. It was all a first-time thing for my family too. Marriage is a once-in-a-lifetime thing too.
I see. I'll just take this as a thank you for letting me know before we got married.
Are you seriously gonna let go of the engagement?
I want you to really consider what you've done. Please repent and think about all the guilty things you've done to me. I can't think of a single reason I'd still want to be with you.
I didn't think you were that kind of girl. Don't worry about it, I'm gonna reject you anyway. It was just like my mom had told me.
Huh?
There's no way a 29-year-old woman who isn't married yet is good. That's so true. You're seriously just a leftover. You're never gonna get married for the rest of your life. What a loser.
I'm okay that we don't have to get married. I'm glad that your family doesn't have a woman that would call herself your wife.
Just kidding! I'm just joking! Seriously!
Huh?
Was that funny? My joke? I don't think about that, of course. Did you laugh? Come back already! Let's enjoy life together!
That really pushed me over the edge. Thank you, actually.
Huh? Was that not funny?
You can just keep saying your stupid jokes that aren't funny at all for the rest of your life. Bye. Sarah's parents went to Christopher's house after that. They demanded an apology from them. Christopher's parents seemed to be fooling around and not taking it seriously the whole time, but maybe Sarah's dad yelling from the top of his lungs made them realize the gravity of what they'd done. They called out Christopher and immediately started begging. They paid almost twice the treatment fees. The burn wasn't bad at all, and there were no scars left behind. It was a little sad that Sarah had dated someone for 2 years, only to have to meet that whole terrible family. She decided to just focus on her work and career. Christopher had kept contacting Sarah trying to get her back on the good side and making jokes. But Sarah had already blocked Christopher, so she's never going to have to read those terrible text messages again.
Miss Audrey, about yesterday, can you tell me what happened?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? Of course, I'm talking about the car.
Oh, the car! Oh, I wanted to borrow it next Monday too. Is that alright?
Of course that's not all right. What are you talking about? My husband also said don't ever let her have the car again. How did you manage to make it into that condition?
Was it really that bad though? I feel like you're being a little too sensitive.
That's not the problem here. The rear seats were all covered in mud. It looks like you scratched it too. How could you try to return it in that condition?
Huh? Of course I did! I have to return what I borrowed. That's common sense. I'm going to return it, obviously.
Hang on. Let me explain what common sense is. You return whatever you were borrowing in the original condition it was in. I'm going to have you pay for all of the repair and cleaning bills.
No, you can't do that. I'm just a stay-at-home wife. Besides, I have kids. Just because the interior of the car is a little dirty doesn't mean that much, does it? It was just a little dirty, though.
You just said you were going on a picnic, but where did you go hiking? The deep woods? There were literally bits of pine all over the car inside and out. How do you explain all of that?
Oh, well, we did go to a place with a lot of nature. And it kind of makes sense why that would happen. But I really can't pay this time, just so you know. I'm not like you, Elsa. I'm just a stay-at-home wife.
That's not going to pass as an excuse, just so you know. I'm going to have my husband reach out to your husband. He's going to know about what happened.
Hang on. How does my husband have anything to do with anything? I just borrowed the car, seriously. If you bring him into it, it's just gonna make things annoying. Please don't.
Okay, then pay up. I'll take you the invoices today.
Ugh, I can't do that. Anyway, I'll be needing it next Monday. I'll have to borrow it all day. I hope you can have it fixed by then.
I'm not lending you it again! You're seriously not going to pay us, huh?
Nope, I'm not going to. It's not like I don't want to pay you. I literally can't pay you. Can't be helped, right? Ugh, and you're starting to get on my nerves. Old lady.
Old lady? I'm literally only a year older than you.
You definitely look at least 10 years older than I do. And don't you dare look down on me.
I don't really care about stuff like that anymore. So let me get this straight. You completely trashed our car to the point where it needed repairs, but you have no intention of paying, is that correct?
Look at you being all bossy. Yeah, That's a pretty good summary. When you lent it to me, it was basically your fault anyway. You're lending it to me. You should have predicted that kind of situation would come up. You never know what's going to happen. No one ever knows what's going to happen.
I told you beforehand, didn't I? I said I didn't want to loan you my car. But if you needed to use it because you had to get a car, then you had to make sure you'd return it in its original condition.
What? I don't remember you ever saying such a thing. Did I really say that?
Stop messing around with me. If that's the attitude you want to have, we also have our own options that we can pursue.
What? You're scaring me. What are your options?
You said you were going on a picnic. You went with your friends, right?
Yeah, sure. What does that have to do with anything?
Why didn't you use your own car? Or maybe one of your friends' cars?
Our car is tiny. It's not really designed for picnics. So I figured that your car was perfect for the occasion.
Really? Does your husband know about this?
About what? That I borrowed the car? Of course he knows about it. I told him after the fact, but I did make sure to tell him.
No, not about that.
Huh?
About who you went picnicking with. The fact that it was a man.
How do you know?
Did I say that it was a man? Is that person your friend or something, Audrey?
That person who? Did you see us somewhere?
I did see you two. I'm pretty sure that it was your neighbor's husband too, right?
You saw our faces too? You're wrong though. It was just someone that kind of looks like him. I thought they kind of looked similar too.
I know for a fact that he's not a stranger. There's no way I would make that kind of mistake. I've seen that same man wearing the exact same clothes before.
You're checking his clothes too? You're really detailed, huh? Yeah, you're right. But it's not like we went on a picnic together. I just saw him along the way, so I figured I'd give him a ride. I met my friends after I dropped him off. There's no problems there, right? Where did you even see us, though?
Other friends? I didn't notice you being with any other friends.
I said they came later on. That's why when you saw me with the neighbor's husband, then later on, my friend showed up.
Yeah, that's not possible.
Huh? Why not?
It's literally impossible. That man was the only person that rode in the car.
What are you saying?
That car has a drive recorder.
Huh? That thing isn't a fake?
No, of course it's not a fake. I don't normally look over the footage, but the car was in such bad condition when it was returned, I had to look over the content. It caught all your audio, too.
You're lying. What are you talking about?
I know why you did that. How you were able to make that car that dirty. I know exactly what happened. If you did that while you drove, it would scrape the car against the guardrail, too.
Miss Elsa, I'm so sorry. Please delete the footage for me.
There really is no picnicking at all. You really went to the mountainside. To do what, exactly? You even took your 3-year-old daughter with you. How could you do that? I'm sure the crap in the back seat was from when your daughter came back into the back seat with all the mud. If she was left alone for 3 hours, I'm sure she'd get pretty dang bored too.
I'm sorry. I didn't have any bad intentions. I just didn't have any time to clean up. Can you keep this between us and not tell my husband? I'll pay for the damages, I swear. I'll pay for the cleaning and repairs. I'll even pay a little extra. Is that all right?
You're definitely going to be paying for damages. Actually, the fact that you were doing something kids shouldn't be seeing, using a neighbor's vehicle, makes me never want to touch the car again. So you'll be buying the car outright.
What are you talking about? You know I can't do that. I don't even have that kind of savings. I've only got like $2,000 left. What do you want me to do?
If you're going to be in that much trouble, why did you go out of the way to borrow my car?
Well, if I use our car, there will be evidence left behind. And if someone saw the neighbor getting into my car with my daughter, everyone would know immediately what was going on. I figured if it was your car, it would be difficult for people to catch on.
You're being super calculated about that kind of thing. Your stuff is all premeditated. Where the hell were you planning on going with my car?
I'm sorry. You don't have to lend me your car anymore. I'll pay for the repair damages, I swear.
It's too late for that.
What do you mean it's too late?
If you had apologized when I asked about it a second ago, I probably wouldn't have gone this far, but I already invited her over to my house. She's heading over now.
Huh? His wife? Why?
You should know the answer to that question. Your partner that you're having an affair with is one of my friend's husband.
I didn't know you two got along that well at all.
My oldest son was in the same class. They've always gotten along. She kept asking me about what was really going on with her husband because he was acting weird recently. I'm glad that I was able to help her out. Now she'll know why that is.
Hang on a second. We're technically sister-in-laws, right? We're relatives. You're going to take your friend over your relative?
I don't think you treat me as a relative. You literally just use me to get with your affair partner. I don't want you to be complaining now.
That's not true. I totally respect and admire you.
You're seriously too late now. I don't care what you have to say about any of that. Whatever, you're going to buy the car completely. And whether you're getting a divorce or not, I'm sure there's going to be some people asking for damages.
Damages? Divorce? Just because of this one time?
You know, based off of your conversation you were having in the car, I really don't think it was just this once.
I forgot that the audio was also recorded.
Just give up, seriously. I already had my husband reach out to him too. As soon as work is over, he's gonna be coming over to my house. If you want to come over too, you're more than welcome to come. You can explain it all yourself. Everyone ended up coming over to Elsa's house, and all started talking about what happened and what to do. The cheater's wife seemed to have known that something was going on, but Audrey's husband seemed to have not known about any of this at all. So he was pretty shocked about the whole thing. They're all talking about divorce right now, but it seems like the damages is going to be a very expensive price. The wife of the cheater only sued for damages, but no matter which way you look at it, Audrey will not be able to pay for it. Audrey ended up buying Elsa's car outright. And Elsa ended up happy with a brand new car.